You want to talk? Finish those jobs for Brynjolf first.
Hi, what can I do?
Who I am and what I do is not your business. I just stand here and do nothing. Very tiresome, so I don't have time for you.
Goodbye.
Tidings. Tidings.
Yes. Need something.
What? What is it now? Don't eat cheap, Captain. Fair trade, Captain. For a few clink, I'll seem like a sparrow. So what do you want? Riften is a stink hole, full to bursting with suckers of all kinds. You got lovers coming in all trussed up to get dropped at the temple, giggling like maids. You got the guards who don't know it all from the dragon, and the city folk who seem to want to get robbed blind. Yeah, well, neither can I. I do what I have to get by. Not everyone gets to snuggle up in the warm beds of Mama and Papa reading them some foolish story about heroes and maidens and loincloths. I didn't much do big jobs. I'll take what I need, and most people here don't have much of value, except to themselves anyway. But this one time, some big merchant came marching into the city, fat as anything, and behind him was a caravan full of all sorts of treasures. I managed to pinch the biggest ruby I've ever seen from him while he was slobbering all over the meats in the market and on Helga's backside. But one of the bigger boys knocked me into next Madesi and took the gem. Big as a scribbit were too. Still, the guards lopped off his head on the way out of the city, so I don't feel too sore about it. Pretty much, Captain. If you're dumb enough to get caught, you deserve whatever comes next. You're joking? There will always be that stinker of a fool ready to pat my head and lose their purse. Or a fellow sneaky type wanting the freshest news that's trickled down into the gutter. And when fools are short, there's always beavers to eat, who've got nice with a touch of filthy gullet and a dab of lifted ladder. Lots of skeevers and warrants. I don't like it down there though, all the crazies and some mage type who sets my spine at you. Of course, a good bit of information that's been I steal more than some old stolen plates or a pair of pilfered pants. I was a sailor with a kid every port from sailing near to Strasse and Kai. One of them ports is Wendell, and one of them kids is me. I was a skimmer fiend. She likes to go where the skimmer is. One day she went off into the ratways to get us some more, and never came back. Probably murdered for the clip she had on her. Or maybe it was a schooner that done her in. Don't matter all that much to me. If she showed up here tomorrow night, rot as rain, I'll spit right in her face and tell her to go kiss a daydrop. I'll take care of myself. So they can take a big chunk of my spoils. I did just fine on my own. Right as rain, Captain. I got me a bedroll right by the fire in Beggar's Row. Would be aces if Eden didn't snore. What do you want for it? That Mara priestess Jane? Well, she ain't as behaved as a priestess ought to be. Bit more than a few pockets in her time. What do you want for it? The market stalls are an easy target. taxi at Mistville Keep until you get brain rot. What do you want for it? There's some mad Khajiit running about the place called Mike. He wanted to know if I had any calipers. What's calipers? What do you want for it? The old caught me pinching the pockets once. I thought I were in for it, but she gave me a gold piece and told me to get some food. Just like that. Talk to her if you're needing a strong arm. What do you want for it? Helga's had half the town neath the sheets from what I hear. So head to the back house if that's what you're after. What do you want for it? The beggars say Winandria is a stranger. What do you want for it? I heard a few whispers about some skooma dealers in the warehouse on the outskirts of the city. Feel free to go kill him. What do you want for it? Don't die all lonesome. Buy flowers from New Shadr and tell her I sent you. What do you want for it? The thieves guild have shadow marks all over the city. Nice tell me all about them. What do you want for it? If you need a hand, there's usually a smug mage for hire hanging about in the main bar. What do you want for it? Sapphire don't talk much about the past, but I know all about it, and it's not for me to tell. What do you want for it? I hear Runa Fairshield has a taxi here. What do you want for it? I hear Shadr's got a problem with his commandments. What do you want for it? It's my mom. Found her body down in the woods. I'm sure alright. She always wore a ring that Papa gave her to charm her into bed. It was on the corpse. Always thought he'd come back. We'd be a proper family. Stupid. I didn't want to ask, but I was going to go down to the docks by the fishery. I always used to like sitting down there with my feet in the water. You can join me, I guess, if you feel like it. What do you want? You made it happen.
Questions?
Yeah.
Very well.
What's your problem? I knew that stupid kid would try and find a way to weasel out of his debt. Look, this is really simple. I lent him some gold, promised to pay me back, and now he says he's broke. End of story. All right. I guess I made enough from his shipment. No need to waste any more time threatening a stable. Tell Shadr he doesn't owe me anything. That'll teach me to try and make extra coin around this city.
Any luck with Sapphire? 8. You actually talked her into it? I don't know what to say. I didn't think anyone in Riften even cared what happened to me. Look, I was saving this, but I wanted you to have it. I thought I might need it if Sapphire came for me, but I don't need it anymore. Oh, goodbye then.
Come see me in the market if you're looking for the finest custom jewelry in all of Skyrim. The ivory from this tusk will be perfect for the inlay on my amulets. Safe travels, Landstriker.
If you've got the coin, sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
no problem with them. Against an overpowering foe, the weak have but one of two choices: steal or beg. The beggars are fools. They think the wealthy care about their plight. The thieves know better. Good. Too many in this world acquiesce to power because they fear for their own safety. What they don't realize is there are many ways to defy it. Some pick up a weapon, others just pick a pocket. Not where I come from. What would they steal? When the most valuable thing in your village is the dirt under your feet, then you aren't a thief, you're a farmer. Then let's hope for the Jarl's sake he isn't wasting our time. The fire I breathe burns hotter than any beast. Extinct to you, but I have dealt with them all my life. Every night I close my eyes, I see fire. Fire, when it poured down the neck of the Red Mountain, it sent my ancestors west. And when it burned in the heart of the Stormcloaks, I wanted no part of their grey quarter. And now it stirs in the maw of the dragons, their very breath a storm. But I will make sure all their words turn to ash. Then you would do well to recognize them in all their forms. Bow to no dragon, show them no mercy, and let the land drink their blood. Blaze a trail and leave death in your wake.
Can I help you?
Yeah, what do you want? This is about the meadery. We can talk later. You're crazy. How dare you make such an accusation? If word gets around that I betted, they'll lose all respect for me at the meadery. Take the mark if you want. It's not worth all this hassle anyway. That was important.
You lost?
Get that purchase agreement to Marco. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'd never sleep with anyone besides my wife. It was one night, okay? I think she slipped something in my dream. I haven't even been back to the bunkhouse since. Just take this damn thing. I never want to see it again. Remember to give at the time.
Need a ride? You can get a room at the Bee and Bar. Mind your coin purse. It's no secret that thieves makes its home here. Oh, and if you meet Maven Blackbriar, stay on her good side. This is her city, nobody else's.
See ya.
Too lazy to walk, eh? Well, you found the right place. I'm not afraid of anything out here. Walls are just a weakling's hiding spot. Not me. I'm no weakling. In fact, I bet I got the strongest arms in all of Skyrim. Oh, sounds like I've got a challenger. Tell you what, how about a friendly wager just between us? I bet you my entire purse of septims I can beat you in a fistfight. You match the bet, and we fight until one of us gives in. Alright, remember, this is a clean fight. No weapons, no tricks. And none of those fancy magic spells either. Here we go. Come on, let's see what you're made of.
12 septims on the
I'm
big
gonna
one.
crush you like a... I don't believe it. I guess you were right. Not at all. It's good to be put in your place once in a while. I guess I shouldn't boast so much. It gets expensive. Hello, friend. Huh? What are you talking about? I don't even know what that is. I don't want a bad reputation in Riften, but Helga's out of control. She wanted to try it in the stables, so I said yes. If you want the mark that badly, then go ahead and take it. Been stuck with the name for years. I've been riding horses since I was a lad. Nothing I liked more. But as I got bigger, so did my mounts. Then one day, I was drunker than I've ever been and mounted a poor colt. Broke his back in two. Haven't ridden since. Until next time.
Bandits harass the caravans at every step, but Khajiit usually scare them off. A few days ago we were ambushed. A nuisance, really, but many of the marauders had quick fingers. One of them stole my moon amulet, given to me by my mother when I was just a cub. It is my only memory of home in this cold land. You are kind to offer. We believe the bandits are part of a group headquartered here. Be careful. I missed my amulet, but a life cannot be replaced as easily. Skyrim is filled with all manner of dangerous beasts. Wolves, trolls, mammoths, and giants would all like to make a meal of us. But the dragons are the most fearsome. Lucky for us, they don't seem to hunt along the roads. Yes, I was hired to protect the others as we walk the roads of Skyrim. It is a thankless task, and I would rather be back home in elsewhere, but I have little choice. Akari freed me from a prison in Cyrodiil, and now I must repay my debt to her. A word of advice, my friend. Do not mix gambling and drink. Taken together, they will empty your pockets of every septim. May your road lead you to warm So many refuse to talk to us. They call us thieves and smugglers. I am glad to see that you are not such a one. Mostly, it is the Nords. They do not like outsiders in their land, and so we are forbidden to enter the cities. When they look upon us, they see only pickpockets and skooma dealers. It is most unfair, but we do our best to ignore them. Not long, in truth. I came to Skyrim after I found myself unwelcome both elsewhere and Cyrodiil. I seem to have an unfortunate talent for getting myself involved in misunderstandings with the law. Rasad was able to look past that, and it was he who helped to set me up with a trade caravan. Now I work for him. I hope that you will come to do business with us again.
Khajiit is ready for any
May the sun
troublemakers.
hold your path, friend.
Need something? May the sun keep you warm, even in this land of bitter cold.
Who in the name of Azura are you? Are you kidding me? We're all alone out here except for a few guards who couldn't give a damn about us. We make easy pickings for thieves looking to steal everything we worked so hard for. Not only did they take my bow, but they took all of our coin as well. Nothing's sacred to these people. A few days ago, some thieves from Riften broke in here and stole it. Can you imagine? Took the only thing of value we had. If you have the guts to head into the Ratway and get my bow back, I'll pay you what I can. Thanks. It'll be nice to have it back. It means a lot to me. I bumped into them when I was coming back to my farm after buying supplies. I know those lowlifes took it with them back to the Ratway. They'd left an unmistakable stench behind. It was a family heirloom. I can't even put a price on how much that thing means to me. The Ratway is somewhere under Riften. Couldn't be too tough to find.
We could always use help picking crops if you need a few extra coin.
Honest gold for honest work, if you're ever interested.
After we were robbed, Draven's become more bitter than ever. He hates this place.
Get that purchase agreement to Markman. Here's what you want.
If you're looking for Flamia Curian, the Imperial Battle Mage, you will not find her here. No, I don't care who you are. Now go away. I'm certain you can, but I'll pass just the same.
It's horses. They want to speak to Huffley at the stables.
What did I tell you about minding your own? So you can make a good decision when you try. Saint Martin be praised.
Working at the Riften fishery is tough. I did put some coin in my pocket.
If you're looking for Flamia Curian, the Imperial Battle Mage, you will not find her.
Do you have anything with garnets?
I have a single one left. Quite expensive. Also quite elegant.
Gosh, I'm not paying for it.
Hey, don't look at me that way. Who are you to judge me?
I believe you have a delivery to make.
there you are. The natives were getting restless waiting for the porter to deliver the mead. And if there's one person you don't want to see restless, it's Maven Blackbriar. Is that the case? Perfect. I'll go ahead and take that. I don't know about that. You might be better off not showing up at all. Maybe if we get her drunk enough, she'll forget. Although I don't see Maven Blackbriar as the type to forget anything. Why don't you come by anyway, and let me do the talking? Splendidly! Although we're still waiting on the main course, so to speak. And that's where you were supposed to come in. Maven would have been rather embarrassed if those two troubadours didn't burst into song and stall for time. No, I don't know much about it. Other than the song, of course. That always puts the tavern folk in good spirits. I'm just surprised Maven was willing to put anything other than the name Blackbriar on one of her products. Asgeir must have insisted, and the profits wouldn't be too shabby either. People would be obliged to drink it, just so they can sing along.
You looking for something?
Now that would make for an interesting party. Although I imagine we'd all be dead come morning. Maven doesn't have a sense of humor when it comes to practical jokes. The rest of them aren't much help either. Oh, she's plenty incensed already. Hopefully those troubadours really do know the poetic Edda. That would put even Maven Blackbriar to sleep. I don't know if you're aware of this, but an old ancestor of mine once owned the old Mogo's Mead brewery here in the Rift. It was by far the most popular mead of the day. Far more influential than Blackbriar mead, but you didn't hear that from me. Asgeir invited me as sort of a tribute to the original Mogo, although I don't think Mogo was ever an actual person. But to be frank, to me that's all ancient history. But I'm not foolish enough to turn down a request from the Blackbriars.
What's the hurry?
Working at the Riften fishery is tough, but it puts some coin in my pocket.
Yes.
I could sure use some coin.
No. Now shove off.
All meat guaranteed. Clean and free from Riften.
Protect yourself right.
Excuse me.
Buy armor from Relka.
All right, we're here. Oh, why don't you introduce yourself to the other help while I talk to Maven? I'm sure you are, but right now you are the porter who didn't deliver Maven's mead on time. So best to make yourself invisible. Talk to the female troubadour. She seems friendly enough. The orc I'd stay away from. Only Maven frightens me more than that one.
Fancy yourself the adventuring type, eh? It's just as well. I doubt your combat prowess would prove valuable in a real battle anyway.
Why? What the? Hello, stranger who I've never met before. I hope you're enjoying the party.
Oh, I guess I'll speak first. As the descendant of one of the original brewers of Mogo's Mead, I am pleased to be here at the table today. Everyone knows the bard's song, Mogo's Mead, but few have tasted the richness of the drink that inspired it. Now, thanks to the generosity of one Maven Blackbriar, they can. Of course, some say what makes Mogo's Mead so special isn't the honey, but a secret ingredient imported from outside of Skyrim. What is that secret ingredient?
Well, I only know what I've heard in the old tales.
I don't even want to know.
Oh, come on now, Maven. If you despise the mead so much, why even sell it?
To collect a larger share of the market, with minimal cost.
Ha ha! I guess that's as good a reason as any. Profits then, and the continued success of the Blackbriar Empire! Troubadours, how about a song?
Drink up, my boy. Drink to those who have fallen. May their souls find their way to Sovngarde!
Just when you think things couldn't get any worse.
Knew myself a maiden fair with emerald eyes and fire-red hair. She owned a tavern by the sea and served warm drinks of mellow honey. Drink every drink ye thirsty, bring thy crew and revel freely. For one thing we're all agreed, that Mogo made the finest mead.
You know, Maven, maybe you're right about this mead. It tastes
Take
kind
a
of
flask
odd.
and take a seat.
Call me crazy, but I
And drink thyself a sweetie treat.
think this might be skooma.
Somehow I doubt that. It's a bit melodramatic, even for you.
Ears up. Perhaps it's best we make a strategic exit.
What?
Run!
In the world! By the gods, those troubadours, they were skooma addicts. They must have broke into the meadery and switched the cases. I appreciate your candor, but the guard isn't going to arrest Maven Blackbriar. not when she employs them. Still, Maven has other things to worry about, and reputation is one of them. Not hers so much as the reputation of the brewery. We can't let people think this stuff is in any way related to the Blackbriars. So yes, I'd rather not involve anyone else. I'm going to clear this table. You best get out of here. Oh, Wolf, I'm
Fancy
going
yourself
to take that drink off your
adventuring
hands.
type, eh? It's just as well. I doubt your combat prowess would prove valuable in a real battle anyway.